Hi, it's Gord here. Would you like to enhance your video with motion graphic animations, but you don't know how to get started? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just with a few clicks of a mouse choose from a variety of animations and do the tweaks and have a great result? Whether you're a newcomer or a tech-savvy video creator, in this video, I'm going to show you how to up your production value of your videos by creating your own designed lower third motion graphic. Let's dive in now. Okay, wait a second. Before we dive in, let's address one item first. You have to have compelling, engaging video in order for people to be interested and engaged. If you don't have compelling video and you add all these whiz-bang animations, then you're just going to lose your viewers very quickly. So this video is assuming that you already have compelling content and we're just enhancing it and upping the production value by putting in some interesting, purposeful animation motion graphics. There are many types of logo animations that you can add to your video. You can add intros, outros, transitions, logo stingers, lower thirds, kinetic text, fly-ins. The list is exhausting. When I first wanted to add motion graphic animations to my videos, I was so excited I wanted to put them everywhere all throughout the video because I just thought they were so cool and the animations would keep people busy. But I've learned now through experience that you need to be careful with the frequency that you use them and how fancy you make the animations, because the key here is you don't want to distract the viewer. If you distract the viewer, you're going to lose them. You know, it's already enough of a challenge to have compelling, high quality content, but you definitely don't want to lose them just because of what you're doing with your animations. So be careful how many of them you put in and strategically where you place them. For example, you only have about 5 to 8 seconds to hook your viewer from the get-go, from the start of your video. And if you start out with some fancy logo reveal or long animation, you've lost them already. They want to learn what your video is going to be about so that they stick around for more than that 5 to 8 seconds at the get-go. Otherwise, they're gone. So you need to pay attention to where you're placing things. Currently, my go-to tool for do-it-yourself animation graphics is Animator Pro. We're going to, in this video, dive in and see how I create a lower third graphic using Animator Pro, and you'll see how easy it is with just a few clicks. And it's a very powerful tool without you having to be an expert in all kinds of details related to animation. So let's go check it out. We're now looking at Animator Pro, and Animator Pro allows us to animate multiple images with just a few clicks and create really fun and cool, engaging animations for your videos in just seconds. And again, it's very easy to use. We can not only animate images, but we can also animate text. We have the ability to import different file types, including SVGs, SWF, and PNG files. On the right, you'll see here I have a number of elements in here. I actually have 1, 2, 3, and 4 image elements, and I've created 3 texts. Hence, you see 7 layers on the left-hand side here. 1 layer per image is the word layer synonymous with image. In addition, once we've created our animation and we're ready to produce an output, we have 4 output options. We can do an SWF, a GIF, an MOV, and an MP4 file. And SWF files are the kind of files that are used in tools like Explain.io or Video Maker FX. GIFs are, animated GIFs that you could put into something like Pinterest or Google+, Twitter, or Facebook, and have a nice little animation GIF active there. MOV file is the thing that we're going to be using today for this lower thirds example that I'm going to demonstrate. And the MOV file allows us to utilize what's called the QuickTime transparency file, so that we can export this file and then bring it into Camtasia Studio and put it in as an overlay, as an lower thirds in the video clip that will already be there. So we're just going to add this on top. And of course MP4 allows us to create other types of the other standard type of video file. As you can see, the way the tool is set up, after you import, you can then work with the different animations on each image or layer, they call it here. And for in animation, as you can see, this area here has a number of different animation types. And then there's, after you've brought in your image, you have what's called a pause animation, and there are several options for that. And then on exit, you would set up what's called an out animation. So as you can see, there's just 3 areas to choose from, and you choose your animation types to execute. We also have the ability to apply presets, and this is where there's superpower in this tool, because we can put in some images and look at some pre-made or presets of animation executions that will enable us to put some cool looking stuff together rather quickly. There's also the ability to set text with different fonts. As you can see, we have 3 different text elements in this that we're working with here, so we'll show how that works. So we're first going to look at the finished product I have here. This is the lower third that I created with Animator Pro, and I'm going to just play it for you so you can see there's 3 elements. There's an in phase, which is that nice animation activity, the pause, which had the yellow bar flip, go sideways back and forth, and then the last stage, which had a whole like decomposition of the lower third right there. Okay, so let's just see for, and I just pressed stop, so I froze it there. Let's take a peek at this blue diamond, and I'm gonna click on that here in the diagram, in the workspace, sorry. Now you see that that's element number 2. So if we click on in animation, you're going to see it says here what's highlighted is spiral in. If we go to the pause animation, there's none. So in the middle cycle, it's just sitting there. And in the out animation, we have what's called a vertical flip out, and it's got a full twist. If you see here, there's a rotation aspect that you can use as well. And it says it's counterclockwise. So just focus on the blue diamond here and see what happens. So you're going to first see the pause in, that swirl in, there you go. Now it's pause, so it's doing nothing. And then the vertical flip out counterclockwise. Did you see that? So let's watch once more. Pause is doing nothing, and then the vertical flip out. So as you can see, that's quite powerful. There was 3 different animation elements working on just the blue diamond there. If we go to, let's go to one other element and see how that plays in the mix. So we're going to look here at this horizontal bar here, which is element or image number 6. And for in animation there, it does a horizontal flip in. So we're going to look for a horizontal flip in, and then in the pause stage, none. And on the out, a spiral out. So that's horizontal flip in the in animation, then a pause, and then on the out, a spiral out. So let's focus on this bar. There we go. There's the flip in. The pause is flat. And then we had the spiral out. We'll see that again there. See how the bar just spiraled, and although it's a big object, but that's exactly what it did. So now you can see each animation has its own in, pause, and out, and you'll see them each applied by image across here. Now I'm going to show you how quickly I was able to put this animation together. As I mentioned, first step is to import the images. So I'm going to choose these 1, 2, 3, 4 components, which are the 4 images that are used in the creation of this lower third. As you can see, they all came in together here. As you can see, there's the dark colored bar, the yellow or gold bar, a blue diamond, and a black diamond. So that's how quick and easy it is to bring those elements in. And as you can see, there are some above and below each other, and that has to do with the layering. As you can see on the side here, the 4 elements I brought in just now all went to the top. So when you reorder things, you can change the layering. So right now I'm on item number 4. If I move him and slide him up to number 1, you can see he comes on top. So for the sake of expediency, I'm going to take those elements off and just show you again below how they're all layered. Click remove here. Those objects are gone. Now if we look down here, you can see that object number 1 is the text, number 2 is the blue diamond, number 3 is the black diamond, number 4 is the text, the white text there with my name, Gord Isman. Number 5 is learn, apply, transform text, and 6 is the dark bar, rectangular bar, and then the gold colored bar. So all of these items are layered, as you can see. If we move them around, that's all they are, was just strategically placed, and then we apply the animations on top of it to get the desired result that we wanted. Okay, so that just shows you how layering comes into play as well. And now I'm going to demonstrate the randomize feature, but first, before they do that, I'm just playing the lower third once more the way we have it animated. And there's the out. Now watch, I'm going to stop that, and if I go down and I click on randomize, do you see how there's a whole different effect for the in, pause, and out? So the way I work, once I've got the layering straight with the image elements in a design structure I like, I start playing with randomize. I'm clicking, it just clicked again, and you can see what's going on, and you can I'm just continuously clicking till I find something I like. Okay, looking at this one again. Okay, so I kind of like this one. I think this one has potential. So from what I can see here, I just want to leave it as is, but in the pause stage where my name is sort of spinning, going from side to side, I just want to stabilize that. So let's stop, look at the image, click on my text, and look in the animations, and look at the pause, and see that it's using this oscillate Y3D. So if I switch that to none, as you can see now, in the pause stage, it's just saying static. So I think I want to do a similar thing to the learn, apply, transform, which seems to have another effect on it in the pause. So pause animation, highlight the text. For context, it's on an oscillate X. I'm going to go to none here again, and now watch, it's automatically replaying. So as you can see in the pause stage, these are both static, and then whatever effects are there exist to go out. And if I want it, so I kind of like that effect now. Has a nice, pretty fast assembly with a cool rotation there on the blue diamond, and then it has a quick exit out. So now I'm going to export that. I have MOV file saved, selected, clicking on export. Okay, now that we've exported the file, let's go take a peek at it and see, play the MOV file. So here's the lower thirds, MOV file. There we go. Exactly as we wanted it. There, it's just replaying over again. And then now I'm going to layer that into or over our existing video file in Camtasia Studio so that you can see how this all comes together nicely. Animation lower thirds version 3. Bring it onto our timeline. And here we are. And it was done on a screen, a large screen size, but because we want this to be in the lower thirds area, we're going to move it down, and we're going to proportionally size it down a bit, maybe to reflect the size we want it to be when we're going to use it. Let's say there, and let's execute that and see how it looks in our... Pretty cool. There you go, that's how easy it is. Just a few clicks, play around, do some adjustments to customize the animation, and you're done. You can use that approach that I did with Randomize, or you can do something that's a little more involved, but it's up to you. But you can make it very quick, or as long as you'd like, and play and tweak. So many options. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions about how to use animation motion graphics tools, or perhaps how to make animation motion graphics work best for you, please leave them down below and I'll help you out if I can. Also consider checking out the free Easy Animator Lite version or Easy Animator Pro. Links are provided below for both of them. If you're not already subscribed, please click on the subscribe button so that I can share more videos like this with you in the future. In my next video on animated graphics, I'm going to look at some other tools and services that show you how to create animated graphics. As you can see, there's a whole variety of options out there, and I'm going to help you get a better understanding of the lay of the land. Today we looked at one. Tomorrow, or very soon, we'll be looking at a few others. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.